Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with a question. Why, in the midst of so much activity and advancement, do we find our hearts restless and our minds clouded? Our world hums with noise, not merely the clamor of machines, but the ceaseless chatter of our own thoughts. The pace of modern life presses upon us, and we, like overburdened travelers, stagger under its weight. Yet within this cacophony, there arises a whisper, soft but persistent, beckoning us to stillness. That whisper is mindfulness, that path is meditation. Before we proceed, let us agree on our terms. By mindfulness, I mean the art of attending fully to the present moment, to be here and nowhere else. By meditation, I refer to the deliberate practice of quieting the mind to cultivate inner clarity and peace. These practices, though ancient in origin, have found new resonance in our times. But why? And to what end? Let us explore together the nature, promise, and perils of mindfulness and meditation, not as detached scholars, but as fellow seekers of truth. The nature of mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is, in essence, a return. It is the act of reclaiming that which is so easily stolen, the present moment. We are, if we're honest, seldom truly present. Our thoughts dart like startled birds, flitting from past regrets to future anxieties. Rarely do we pause to inhabit the now. Meditation, then, is the discipline that strengthens our ability to be mindful. It is not an escape from reality, but a means of engaging it more deeply. Imagine, if you will, a turbulent pond. The surface churns, making it impossible to see beneath. Meditation is the stilling of those waters, allowing us to peer into their depths. The promise of stillness. What does mindfulness offer us? First, it offers clarity. In our distraction, we often fail to see things as they are. We react rather than respond, caught in cycles of habit and emotion. Mindfulness invites us to step back, to observe, to understand. Second, it offers peace. Not the fragile peace of external circumstances, but the robust peace of inner stability. The storms of life may rage, but the mindful person remains anchored, unshaken. Third, it offers connection. By being present, we become more attuned to others, more compassionate, more alive to the beauty and pain of the world. In short, we become more human. The perils of misguided practice. Yet, like all powerful tools, mindfulness and meditation carry risks if misused. One danger is that we may treat them as mere techniques, divorced from their deeper purpose. It is all too easy to approach mindfulness as a consumer might approach a product. I will do this to reduce my stress, to enhance my productivity, to achieve my goals. Such an approach, while not without merit, misses the heart of the practice. True mindfulness is not about achieving, but about being. It is not a means to an end, but an end in itself. To reduce it to a tool is to diminish its transformative power. Another danger is self-absorption. The practice of looking inward can, if not tempered by wisdom, become an excuse for neglecting the outward. Mindfulness should never lead us to retreat from the world or our responsibilities within it. On the contrary, it should prepare us to engage more fully, with greater clarity and compassion. The role of intentionality. Here we must consider intention. Why do we seek mindfulness? Is it merely to soothe our nerves, to quiet the noise within? Or is it to align ourselves with a deeper truth? The difference matters. For mindfulness practiced with the wrong intention may bring momentary relief but little lasting transformation. Consider the analogy of a compass. Meditation is like the act of pausing to check our bearings, to ensure we are heading true north. But if our aim is self-serving, to find only comfort rather than truth, we may set off in the wrong direction altogether. The importance of relationship. Mindfulness and meditation are often portrayed as solitary pursuits. And indeed, the practice often involves a measure of solitude. But let us not forget that we are relational creatures. The fruits of mindfulness, clarity, peace, compassion are not for ourselves alone. They are gifts to be shared. A mindful heart listens more deeply, loves more generously, and serves more selflessly. This is the paradox of mindfulness. In turning inward, we are prepared to turn outward more fully. In knowing ourselves, we come to know others. The grace beyond effort. Finally, we must speak of grace. For all the effort that mindfulness and meditation require, they ultimately lead us to a truth that is beyond effort. There comes a moment, call it enlightenment, awakening, or simply realization, when we see that the peace we seek is not something to be attained, but something to be received. It is here that mindfulness converges with mystery. The disciplined practice of presence reveals to us a presence greater than our own. In the stillness we find not emptiness but fullness, not an absence of meaning but an overflowing of it. A balanced approach. What then shall we do? Let us embrace mindfulness and meditation, but let us do so wisely. Let us approach them not as mere techniques but as pathways to truth. Let us guard against the dangers of self-absorption and use our practice to deepen our connection to others. Above all, let us remain open to grace. For in the end, mindfulness and meditation are not about mastering life, but about being mastered by the wonder and beauty of life itself. So, my friends, let us heed the whisper that beckons us to stillness. Let us pause in the midst of our hurried lives, not to escape but to truly live. In mindfulness, may we find clarity. In meditation, may we find peace. And in both, may we discover the grace that transforms our restless hearts into hearts at rest. Thank you, and may your journey into stillness bring you closer to the truth that sets us free.